10-4, 10-4. Yep, new talkie. Who this?
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, 'cause I just need that time and place to come through. Send me your location, let's ride the vibrations. I don't need nobody else but you.
Breakfast has been acquired. That means we ate it.
Oh, that's what that means?
That's what that means. Buckets on the 1s and 2s, and now we are headed back to the lab, the laboratory. So this would be the laboratory, and we are here. We are back. So today we have a black box. Before we break these out, Buckets and I both posted friends and family t-shirts. A ton of people were asking for t-shirts, wanted the chance to buy a t-shirt. So even though it was initially just a friends and family, we are going to release a very small amount of t-shirts for those of you who really, really want one. And they will be available to purchase next Wednesday, which is October 25th. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, MrFormerSimpson.com, 35 bucks, sizes small to 3XL. So I just wanted to put that out there because we both got a bunch of people asking about the t-shirt and, you know, basically saying, hey, can you please release these? So we are going to do that. We are men of the people. Now, sneakers. Drum roll, please. Bang, bang. The Nike Air Pippin 1 by Kith, more specifically Ronnie Feig.
Yep.
Right? These are so dope, they deserve a montage. They released a little while ago. They also did an all black version where it was like this pony hair or whatever, and then they did the friends and family neon and gray and black, and those were really cool.
Yeah,
I like those a lot. These are awesome. You know, they really are. It's funny because you and I have been fans of Ronnie Feig collabs for a long time. Having said that, I haven't copped as much recently. In fairness, I haven't copped as many sneakers recently, so it's a little bit. I've definitely slowed down in that regard. But as soon as I saw these, I was like, yo, the Pippin 1 is a sneaker that brings me right back to a certain time in my life. I think that's really cool. It's definitely a silhouette that kind of reminds me of a lot of cool things. And that's what a lot of times what retro sneakers are about anyway, is where it takes you back to. So these definitely do. And then I love, you know this about me, I love the safari type prints always. I liked it on the Air Maxes, and I just think it's cool. It's different, it's loud, it's bold. You know, you take a classic silhouette like the Pippin 1 and just absolutely freak it right here. I mean, I feel like metaphors, analogies galore. Like we always joke around, you know, taking some regular leather and talking about where it came from. Now you actually have the animals right here. This is a camel right here. This is a camel. He's in the middle of the desert, but he just found a glacier spring. You didn't know that, but they actually have glacier springs that go all the way underneath and here and there in the desert. Oh no, it's a thing. I feel like we need to hold these up like Simba. These are so dope, they deserve a crocodile hunter.
Oi, sneaker hunter here. Look at this marvelous specimen that we've got our eyes gazed upon. He is a very hybrid of a creature, and he's marvelous, if I didn't mention that. Oi, also, oi, he's very good. Oi, he's ambidextrous, and he is in his natural habitat. As you can see, he's waiting for maybe a cold beverage, a bevy, also known as.
It's such a heavy sneaker.
Yeah.
Sneakers from the 90s, these basketball sneakers, they just feel like army tanks. People used to hoop in these.
Yeah.
Pippin was hooping in these. Oh, look at the bottom. That's dope. The cheetah on the air bubble, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing with Ronnie sometimes is, you know, in collabs in general, but you can really get something that you can't get from most of the general release sneakers, and that is the details.
Yeah.
The finer tinks.
It is like the Air Max 95,
Very much.
which also did this safari type thing where it's like these bunch of different, like, stacked layers almost.
Buckets makes a phenomenal point, and I wonder if Ronnie, if that went through his head at all. It's color blocking wise and how it's laid out. It's very much, of course, this sneaker does not look like the Air Max 95, but it's layered and sectioned off in such a way that it allows for a bunch of different things. Every sneaker is not like that. You know, you have these like one-piece uppers and stuff that you couldn't really go that route with it. These are really, really dope. You know, we don't ever go crazy with the, you know, talking about the history of the sneaker and, you know, it's a dope sneaker. It's the Pippen one. Pippen gave the Knicks some rough times.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it either. But
Pippen and Penny have some really, really good, their signature line is really good.
Yeah.
And people kind of forget about it a little bit.
Yeah, agreed.
And Ronnie is kind of shining a light on the Pippen line. He did the Maestro 2.
Right.
Now he redid it, but it's like the Maestro 2, this, like, it's just really cool that he's kind of taking something from Nike's archive that maybe hasn't been showed as much love as it should have been.
Right, and Ronnie's really good at that.
Yeah.
Like you think, you know, when you think about Ronnie, as far as sneakers go, I think the first thing most people think about is, you know, Asics.
Yeah.
And Gel Light 3 specifically.
Yeah. And what he did for that sneaker.
Right. Super dope silhouette, super dope sneaker model. He took it out of the archive, so to speak, and really made it dope and marketed it the right way and gave it the right colorways and just the whole thing that goes along with that and the right limitedness to it to get people thirsty and just the whole thing. So really, really dope. I think that it's definitely probably my favorite collab of the year. I think that it's...
This and the Off-White.
Yeah, I agree. This and the Off-White would be the two.
They're at the top of the collab list, and they're also at the top of sneakers in general to be released this year.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this would probably be a top 10 sneaker for sure. I don't know. I got to, like, look at all the sneakers. It's hard to keep track of everything. But right off the top of my head, I would say this would definitely be a top 10 release of the year. This is going to be something kind of like small or whatever, but just from the look of it, I love the all-white midsole with the black tongue.
Yeah.
Something about that just looks really, really cool. So here they are. This is the Nike Pippen 1 by Kith.
Yep.
And Ronnie 5. I got nothing else to say.
These are going to look really cool on feet because of how loud they are.
I agree. Let your shoes do the walking and the talking. A little walkie-talkie. That's what we call that.
Oh, wow.
10-4, 10-4. Yep, new talkie. Who this?
Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you. What do we got going on? I'm going to Chicago soon. Going to bring you along with me there, the Almost Daily Vlog. You know how that goes. What else? You can also follow me on social media. You can follow him on social media. Keep up with things between the videos. I think that's pretty much it. Bam. This is a heavy sneaker. How anybody dunked in this sneaker is ridiculous. This is like as heavy as a Ewing.
This might be heavier than a Ewing.
It might be. It's very heavy.
Local Brownsy sleeps in the fishes.
Okay. This is Buckets. I am Foamy. We are out of here.
And he's waiting in the brush to see if maybe he can catch maybe a little lunch, if you know what I mean. Also known as an antelope. He's got very unique skill set that makes him very nightmarish for animals that he's preying upon, and he's just quite a creature, and he does enjoy coffee.
Okay. You went with taking. You went a lot of different routes there.